Black Fridays, everybody. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Please be sure to go ahead and share this live with somebody else who you feel like it would benefit. I'm sure you're gonna have amazing conversation. I got an amazing guest who gonna talk to you and tell you about who they are in a little bit. But as I introduce my guest, what I want y'all to do is make sure that y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat. We got the fireman in the building, so make sure you drop some fire emojis, drop whatever type of emojis you want to do to show some love. So I'm gonna pass it off to you, Fred, and please tell everybody who you are, who you are as a person, what do you do with your business, and then also, yeah, let us know who you are personally and professionally.
All right, bet, man. So once again, thanks for having me. My name is Fred. I'm the owner of Fahrenheit 313, Detroit's hottest sneaker exchange. From Detroit, Michigan, born and raised, East Sider. Opened the store about 6 months ago in March this year. Crazy timing. But I have been planning and working on Fahrenheit 313 since 2016, actually. It was online, but, we decided to go into the brick and mortar store just to give that customer experience to the city. So since March, we've pretty much been trying to, like I said before, get creative and make the store pop. So we definitely are on Livernois, 20114, Livernois Ave. You can find us online, Fahrenheit313.com. And we're open Friday to Sunday. So we're always bringing in new heat. If you're in the shoes, check us out, all social media platforms.
Absolutely, and I remember when you were doing it online. So definitely, been following what you've been having going on for a minute now. So it's really dope to see that over the summer that you had opened your store and got a storefront, and the way that you finessed it, like the shoes in the back and the Fahrenheit sign. I love it, man. I love the branding, love the stuff that y'all got in store, and yeah, it's beautiful to see. It really is. So congratulations on that.
For sure. One of the big
support.
So you always been supported. So good looking.
Absolutely, bro. Got to. What up, Moses? I see you in the chat.
Good.
I wanted to ask if you could go a little bit deeper into what got you into selling shoes and selling apparel. What got you into that, and how did that start for you?
Yeah, for sure. So I always been into shoes. I wouldn't even call it a sneakerhead. It was before that time. Honestly, it started before that. My dad was like a Jordan fan, growing up. So I even have baby pictures with shoes on, Jordans on. So it was always a thing in my household for real. But really, I got into it personally in like middle school. I just remember that was all we talked about in the back of class. I don't even remember if it wasn't a laptop or whatever we used to talk about it at that time. I remember me and my boys in the back talking about release dates. It was probably one website. So I made some good friends like early on in life just over shoes and stuff. So I really got into it in middle school. And then in high school, I pretty much got, every pair that came out. I was like heavy into it in high school at Renaissance. So it's always me, and it's not just me, it's my whole family. My older sister started with her, my cousins, everybody is like into it. We've been getting it since we were younger, So originally, like going to Western Michigan University, I had a big collection. So, for all the college students out there, it's you get down to that last dollar sometimes. Just trying to be everywhere, being in so much, pay bills, live off campus, do this and that. That's definitely was me in college for sure. So I needed some money, man. So I think my cousin had told me one time, like he sold a pair of shoes on eBay. Everybody know about eBay, but it wasn't a big thing for selling shoes then. This was 20 at the time. So I just tried it. I cleaned up some of mine. I think I had some Cherry 12s. I probably had some Aqua 8s. Something else. I just cleaned them up and put them on eBay, and they were beat, like somebody went to the it was like trash. I thought like nobody gonna really want this, but let's just see. I listed at $60-$70, and it's out right like the next day. And for me, that 70 was like I'm good. That's quick 70. I just put these on the internet. That's all I did. So I did that for like a month or two, and I had sold like almost all my old shoes, and I had some heat for real. So I had sold almost all of that. So I realized like there's no place for this. It's eBay, but instead of them charging me that seller fee, let me try to create something of my own where I could do this for real in Detroit.
That's dope. And it's funny you say that because I know that like I've been not a full-fledged sneakerhead because I ain't had the money growing up. I ain't had the money in high school, but I always appreciated certain shoes and certain styles of shoes. So and then it's funny you say that because my sister, she got me started too, like with like wearing Jordans and stuff like that, because I think she ended up giving me my first pair of Jordans when I was like in middle school or elementary or something like that. and so she kind of got me started on that wave, and that's where my appreciation came from. She got me into sports, all of that. So it's dope to hear that for sure. And then also, I got a funny story to share. I buying shoes off eBay. I ended up getting some. I got one time. I got the fake Bread 13s off eBay, and I was rocking them. And I swear to God, I didn't. I was rocking them in high school, and I didn't know they was fake until
Yeah.
maybe my senior year or freshman year of college, when I was like, oh man, like I was looking at all the different Jordans that came out, the 13s that came out. I was like, oh, that colorway never came out. That colorway never dropped. So they got me for sure. But you got to be aware of that. You got to be aware of that. It's a part of the game,
For
unfortunately.
sure. And that's why, like, when I first started online, those first 5 years, I couldn't, it was like the legitimacy. Everybody think it's a scam. I got some heat that I'm selling online. I
Hmm.
created a website and everything, but it was like, I mean, I get it. As a consumer, you looking like, man, nobody is no likes on this. What is this website? Never heard of Fahrenheit or the Heat Factory at the time. Like, but they got some heat. It's too good to be true. So I'm like,
Yeah.
banging my head against the wall for years. Like nobody's buying these shoes online because they don't think it's authentic. And I get that. Like never heard of it. I felt
Hmm.
like a storefront was the primary way for me to go and keep the business to grow with resale sneakers, the ones that you put on once or twice. Those are
Hmm.
really selling here, and that's our sweet spot. So I feel like I had to have a store to legitimize that for people. For people, I get it though, but it definitely helped. That was the vision early on.
And it's crazy to see because like the boom of like selling shoes online is like crazy now. Like these bigger brands have really understood like that's where the market is nowadays. So now you got the sneakers app, now you got GOAT, now you got StockX, like they're selling all this stuff digitally, and then have to like kind of let us know on the back end like this is how we legitimize our process. And like people not really going to eBay no more to like go and buy shoes. I mean, I'm sure they are. I'm sure it's still a market for it, but it's kind of like it's more popularized now to buy in the digital space than like when it was when we were young.
Exactly. It wasn't even a real thing. People were camping out. Like when we were coming up, it's like if you wanted the shoes, you get to the store early enough, you can get them.
Hmm.
Like now it's a total different world. You know what I mean? And for one thing about eBay, funny that you say that, they just announced that they're authenticating sneakers now. Like
I did see that.
next little market, like so they literally authenticate every pair of sneakers. This is the same model kind of as StockX. eBay is like trying to take advantage of that because obviously they see how big the business is, the culture is. So it's like, yeah, they're dipping into that. It's funny that you said that. But one thing for the real people who are out here trying to get these shoes and stuff that they know is that it's like hitting the lottery, man. Like if you want,
For
I can't even get anything. You would think I got a store. No, all
real.
sneakers take it. Like it's crazy, man.
You got a potential customer in the chat. Somebody asked, what sizes do you go up to?
We go up to size 15 right now. We got some fire in size 15 too, all the way to like a size 3 right now. So that's one thing we try to do is like, get that good shoe range. We got fire, but I'll show y'all a little minute. Small.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see some stuff.
Yeah, man, for sure. Oh, because we could just.
So so for the people who might not know, tell them what they're looking at because I know about all
All right.
these, but everybody ain't here.
So right now, if you come into Fahrenheit 313, we have sneakers everywhere, right? And it's two different types of sneakers. White tags mean they're dead stock or brand new, never been worn. And if the shoe has a yellow tag, it's pre-owned. It's been worn probably 1 to 3 times. But we re-clean those sneakers before we resell them. So when you come in, if you're looking at something dead stock or something pre-owned, just by looking on the wall. So pretty much like a pre-owned pair is like this right here. It's Cherry 13. Something that Jordan wore is always a classic. So this is a pre-owned. Somebody
Hmm.
probably wore like 3 times max. Like resale price is probably like 350, 300, something like that. So because this person put their foot in it once or twice, we could sell it for 200 or 150 maybe if we having a fire sale or something. So that's that market we try to fit into. You're getting the same thing just for less.
Right. So my boy Caleb said he looking for some Grand Hills. Can you hook him up?
Dang, we had a pair too, size 9. I think they gone.
Oh yeah, he got to move quicker than that then.
Yeah, so for sure, yeah, gone, man. But yeah, that's one thing about the store. Our inventory is always changing. People coming in every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with boxes of shoes trying to sell or trade. So we really never know. Funny that like anything is kind of like anything we say. Like dang, man, we ain't seen the Off-White 5. It's like, it walk us in the door, and it's like, oh, that's crazy. Like, any shoe we bring up, I bet we get some Grand Hills in. So come next weekend.
Now tell me, what is that process like? So I know that you buy, sell, and trade shoes. So like, can you kind of break down the difference between the three and like how that kind of works in the
Yeah,
market?
for sure. So you just walk in, you can always shop, based on the tags, you can just come in and shop. If you want to sell or trade, you come to this our consignment counter right here. So we take your sneakers in the back, we authenticate them, and we appraise them, and we come back out to you with the offer. You can either get cash or store credit for those sneakers. Store credit is essentially trading. So you can bring in a pair like these foams right here that's been a little worn. You might get something like $100 or cash, or 125 store credit. You can use that store credit to get a pair of Cherry 13s for $250. You just put a little money with it, and you can walk out with a new pair of shoes for bringing in a pair. So that's how it's always, stuff is really rotating. People have been bringing in boxes, and the support has been dope. Like anybody walking in, I'm like, dang, they really know about we here. It's like always exciting to see the stuff that's walking in. So I know some of y'all watching got that fire. So bring it up here and just see what it's sitting in your closet anyway. So you might as well bring it up here and see if you can get some money for it.
Hey, let me do a temperature check real quick. If your shoe game crazy and you got all the kicks, you got some nice stuff in your closet, drop a fire emoji or a shoe emoji in the chat right now. I want to see who got that fire at the
All right, let
crib.
us see. We got Kobe's on deck. RP to go, man. We got Kobe's on deck. We got Fire Red 5s. These are all smaller sizes that just happen to be here. And ladies, like, if the ladies are in there, don't worry. We got stuff for y'all too. Hold up. Look, hold up.
He gotta show y'all something.
We got Ivy Park, man. Like, stop playing. We got
Stop playing with him.
white tag is dead stock. 160. We got Beyonce. So anything y'all need, come to Fahrenheit. Why would you go anywhere else?
Exactly. Y'all see what the inventory looking like. Stop playing. Y'all might as well slide up there, get what you need. Y'all know y'all can't get that Ivy Park unless it come from Beyonce herself. So y'all might as well go on up there and show my man some love. So people saying that they shoe game not necessarily up to par. So make sure y'all stop by Fahrenheit 313. It's on the you on the Avenue of Fashion, right?
20114 Livernois Ave, between 7 and 8 Mile.
Definitely, y'all got to pull up, because if your closet is hurting and your shoes ain't right and you walking around with some stride rights, you got to get it together.
And
you got to get it together.
That's real though. But yeah, we got fire too, but we also got a lot of sneakers for $100, some for $150. Like, hold up, I'll be right back.
I got a question for you to get back to.
So I mean, we got stuff like this. So don't feel like you can't come to Fahrenheit and get fresh or whatever. We got a pair of Fire Red 3s for $150, size 11 and a half. Stuff like this is what we try to specialize in. Like, where you come into Fahrenheit, you feel like you getting the steal. Like, hey, I just got some Fire Reds for $150, or I got some Flint 13s for, so that's the feeling we trying to give you. So don't think you got to come here and spend $300. Yeah, you can if you want to, but you can get off with $100. Like, that's how much the Grand Hills were, So come in here and see what we got. It's always changing.
How much of them go? What size of them gold phones you was holding?
Size 9.
Oh, I was about to say, if they was a 10, you was about to kill my pocket. You was about to kill my pockets if there was a 10.
We talk off. He's in the 10 Royal ones.
For sure. For sure. I'm weak for the phones, man. Them definitely them up there for me. So I got a soft spot in my heart for the phones. But from the business standpoint, and like when you got started with like actually making Fahrenheit 313 a brand and a official business, like what made you like make the switch to say, hey, I'm going in, I'm about to do this, I'm about to give this more energy than probably what I've been giving it before, and what made you want to go full-fledged with your business?
That's a good question, man. I feel like for me it was just like I felt like the timing was right. Like 5 years ago, we were just hearing like, yeah, Detroit's on the comeback, like, and all this stuff. We all were hearing it, and so I feel like, dang, man, this is like the perfect time, and especially like hearing about Livernois and all the stuff that's going on. Just just being curious and looking to see what's happening in the city. That's how I was early on, because I knew I wanted to have a story, but it was just like the things that were happening in and around the city made it even more like, wait, the Pistons back in the D? Like, hold up, I might make this happen. And then it's like, oh, wait, the marijuana legal, you feel me? I was a lot of stuff like add up, like, oh dang, they redoing downtown. There's a lot of stuff happening in the city, and this is where I'm from. So it was like, yeah, I just felt like it's a good time, man. And you sit back that time and pass you up. So I just felt like let's just see what happens for real. And then I was just curious and finding a lot of programs that were helping, like Motor City Mass throughout a lot of different programs, but they were like, yeah, if you have an idea, come to this program. All right, sure, let's see what's the worst that happen. And I just kept doing that.
That's dope. That's dope. And I love how you were able to utilize all of those resources that's like coming to the city now, because if we're gonna keep it 100, those resources ain't always for us. And they don't necessarily like, make it privy to those people who are from the city and or have been in the city for a very long time. So definitely shout out to you for making sure that you soaked up that knowledge and made it happen with those same resources, because it's definitely a resurgence, and we don't need to be left out of the resurgence.
Exactly. And one thing that I try to do all the time is like, if I'm in this program, reposting all the stuff so people know about it, because that's the one of the biggest things is the lack of information. If we don't know this program exists, why would I even apply? In this stuff that's really out here, you just gotta be known, you gotta know about it, you gotta be a go-getter. Like, yeah, this program
Hmm.
built for me, but I'm gonna make it fit for me. I want to apply and I want to present myself well and make it work. Because the opportunity is there. There are programs and a lot of stuff to assist businesses right now in the city of Detroit. So just be curious and then just go for it for real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. And I was going to ask you, what is because you wear, I'm sure the business owner, you wear a few different hats, but what's your favorite part about what you do, or like your process?
Yeah, the favorite part is honestly like just being in a store, like seeing the interaction with people. Cause it's like, it's crazy every day just, having a store for one. It's like still surreal for real and seeing people buying and stuff like, cause I know if I came to Detroit and went to a store like Fahrenheit 313, I'd be lit like, dang, that store was dope. They got mics.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm into. So seeing people reaction and stuff like that is like the best part of every day coming in here, and then seeing people bring fire and see the business grow and grow and touching shoes and stuff I never would have even been able to have access to. That's definitely like dope. And that's what keep me going and motivated. I love what I do. It's really like a passion. It's like, it doesn't feel like work. Obviously people say that cliche, like do it so it doesn't feel like work, but it doesn't. Days go by and we selling shoes. It's like, how could you not love that? It's a dream job.
For sure. Hey man, I couldn't even tell you like how much I used to dream about like working at Foot Locker or something like that when I was younger, and that dream never happened for me. But I'm glad I'm on the other end now, and I can get the shoes that I like. So yeah, that shout out to you, man, definitely for making that happen, and providing opportunities for like people to get that heat, and to be able to come in and support. And I got a random question for you. Have you watched Sneakerheads on Netflix?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, watching that for sure.
So have you ever had any like crazy like trade-offs where basically like either you got like a super rare pair of shoes in your hands, or like you got a pair, you traded it up to get something else, then traded to get something else, then finally traded to get what you want? Like, have you ever had one of those?
I mean, I feel like we kind of working towards that right now, honestly, like for real, because it's like, okay, we making good trades. And it's like in the business right now, it's about like that. We want people to be happy as well. But I think we building up to something like that right now. Like, and one thing for me that was like a big come up, I guess, in that sense was eventually trading and meeting people. And I found a connect who had like a bunch of OGs. And that for me was like finding like treasure. Like, wait, you got a rip that you want to get rid of for what? Like, so that
Yeah.
was one big, as you can see, they're like in the back up there on the ceiling, like some of them. So yeah, that was a big find.
Mhm. And do you have any? So I constantly take L's. I've been taking too many L's lately on the sneaker app. Do you have any pro tips like for people to get the shoes that they want? Like, I know it's some shoes that came out when we was in high school that luckily I had like they re-came out and I had the opportunity to buy them now. But like for those like elusive shoes, because like they come out in waves, it might be a colorway, you might not see that again for a very long time. Like, what's your pro tips on how people can get the heat that they want?
Yeah, my best pro tip and probably the only piece of advice I could really give, because I'm taking L's too, just like everybody. Really, like having a store has zero head starts, like nothing. Like
Yeah.
I'm taking L's. My best advice is to come to Fahrenheit 313 for real. That's what I do. Like I got a pair of Aqua 8s that I've been wanting since they just released again. Like because somebody brought them in here, so it's like we got
Hmm.
Barclays from back in the day. My honest advice is to just come to Fahrenheit and see what you want. That's what we try to do. Is like it's the pairs you missed out on. Like that's not they got $500 right now. So my best
Hmm.
like our Instagram because they not stock X price. You can pick them up the same
Hmm.
day. Man, that's all I got. I'm taking L on sneakers too, man.
So y'all heard the man said definitely he keep the IG up to date. I'm a witness of it and keep the inventory up to date. So y'all got to keep checking in and see if he got that heat that y'all want. I got a question for you from I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but do you believe in having shoes that you don't wear?
No, and that's one thing. Like my boys and my cousins get mad at me about. I wear everything. I don't have nothing on ice. Like building this store, I got paint on cement threes. I trash fours, trash so many pairs of shoes because I believe in wearing them. That's what it's about for me. Like forget the hype beat stuff and all that to flip it. Like it even hurts doing that for business for real. But I just if I have a pair, I'm rocking it and it's gonna be like rocking it. Like dang, you had it for a minute. Like yeah, still wear my
I'm not.
paint on them. Like
I'm the same way. Like if I buy a pair of shoes, I got to see myself wearing them. Like I could never buy a pair. Now it is instances where I do wait because I came up on some DMPs and I'm waiting to wear those next month. Like I'll wait until it's like okay, now I break these out when I got the right fit. But
right,
I'm not shelving those shoes. Like oh no, I'll never wear these. Like no, never.
yeah,
I can never. Man, so who has been a big help? Because I know, people love to say I'm self-made, whatever, da da da. But I want to know who would you say has been a big help to you along your journey in starting the store?
yeah, definitely for me starting off my family for real. It was the first ones to know about it, and like when you had that idea, that like first people who gonna tell you it's dope or not is your family. Like so, I
Hmm.
first had the idea before, of course, anybody else knew. They knew, and they was buying up whatever I had early on. Like if I had an idea to do some hats, everybody in my family had a hat, or if I was doing hoodies, everybody in my family had a hoodie, and that's who works in my store to this day. Is literally all my cousins, my sisters, like literally family. So from one,
Hmm.
I would say that's been the biggest support for me, and I have a huge family, so it definitely keeps the business. It helps when my family's supporting and buying stuff. My friends as well, everybody that I went to school with and college with, everybody's been really showing love, and that's you can't do it without that. Every purchase, like for small businesses, man, every little purchase, even if you just come in and buy a tea for $20, you might not think that makes a difference to that business owner, but it does. So everybody that's ever bought anything, it's been crazy. So it's really just everybody that's believing in my vision. It's crazy that to have people like, yeah, this is dope, or believing in what you're doing, but it's definitely what's been the biggest support, and that's why I'm here. Everybody that's been just like, I'm with it. If you're doing this, let's go. Even from people who buy it to people who work in here. So for sure.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. So everybody watching, drop some hearts in the chat for family. Shout out to family and having that village because it's a common theme with like the people that I talk to here on Black Fridays, and I know my own personal story, just being able to have that family and that support around it, it means a lot, and it's a game changer too. It's a cheat code, if you want to call it that. So, given the fact that you started your business over the summer and you opened the store, how has things changed for you during COVID, or has business really changed for you during COVID?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what like a typical day in the business would have even looked like. Like the day we opened on 313, it was COVID all in the news. Like, we were in the news for the grand opening and stuff, but literally right after the segment and before, you're talking about COVID. So honestly, we never even got to experience like a regular business day kind of. We always been trying to like, all right, what do we do now? Like, so for us, like we were open maybe 2 weekends before we shut down, and it was good. We had a lot of buzz for grand opening, and then literally we had to shut down. So I mean, we tried to do when she said the governor said we could do curbside pickup. We tried that. When it was you have to wear masks or limit the capacity. We tried that. So literally, it's just like you're just fighting for survival right now. Like a lot of small businesses can understand that and attest to that. When like a lot of we're not getting a lot of the loans and things like that. It's just literally like I said, every purchase is like fight for survival. You want your business to survive, but you got personal stuff going on too. So I think that's definitely for real. I was been, but we
Yeah,
got man.
and that's interesting that you say, because like you said, you opened up during like when COVID was just all throughout the news, and then so it's so like you pretty much like got to be like super creative in terms of starting and how people can purchase from you, and what they can when they can get from you, what they can get from you, and like pretty much changing like your business model like almost week to week, like depending on what's going on with the news. But yeah, definitely shout out to y'all for thugging it out, man. And it looks like things are going well with the shop. I love how it came together. Like I be seeing the videos and stuff. Yeah, give us a little mini tour. Yeah, show us around.
For sure. We got some fire merch coming too. So the whole thing is themed, you know, like fire department lockers.
Hmm.
We got the firewall over here.
Got
I've
the
never been
heat.
in the store. Just come in and just look at it, man. You know, feel the vibes. We was trying to get a grittiness of an old Detroit factory or something like that. We didn't want it to be cut and clean when you walked into the store. We wanted it to feel like you in one of those abandoned warehouses downtown or somewhere for real, like with just heat on the wall. So that's the whole
Right.
purpose behind it. That's why we made these little fake bricks in the wall. Got the little fire box. So yeah, come check it out, man. This wall, it started out as 30 pair, but it's growing. So we trying to fill a whole wall up eventually one day. Back
Yeah, I love it. I love the whole concept.
appreciate
Love the concept and the setup. So let me ask you one more question before we get to the fun part, because I want to know. I always ask different all of my guests, can they provide us with their best business moment that they've had since they started their venture, and then also on the other end, because it's not always sweet, provide a not so good or the worst business moment that you've had since you started. So if you could share both of those with us, that would be dope.
Yeah, definitely. So best business moment for me was what 2016 or no, actually 2018. I was doing a retail boot program that it's a business incubator. They help you develop business plans. They help you learn more about running your business. It's Tech Town Retail Boot Camp. So that's an 8-week course. It's like class almost. Every day, once a week, they're teaching you about running your business, what you need to know, how you get your permits, how you get your business open. And at the end of that 8-week course, it's a pitch competition where all the businesses in there, it was probably 15 of us. They pitch against each other for the chance to win $5,000 in like technical assistance. So I won that competition. I did a pitch, and there was a room full of people from Tech Town and just people from all over. And that was like a good experience. That was a real dope moment for the business because it was just that for me solidified that, you know, me standing up there and talking about my business, people saw that, you know, they understood like, oh, that's a good idea. And for me, hearing like having that confirmation and winning that 5,000, which really did help, obviously, it was like, all right, I can do this. You know, that's what made me believe in these different programs and stuff like that. I just tried to apply to Tech Town, and it turned out to be the best moment I've ever had in my business. So for sure. And then I would say the most challenging was, I mean, I hate to keep bringing it up, but like right now, what we're going through opening when we did, you know, like I worked almost a year and a half to build out the store, get inventory, you know, to have that grand opening day, you know, where it's all perfect, your family and friends there. It's like grand opening day, it's a party. But we
Hmm.
didn't really get to have that moment. It was so much like fear in the air. It was just like, you know, a crazy time. So that's for me, that grand opening moment was kind of like sacrifice a little bit for that. But at the end of the day, we still open and we still here, you know, so definitely moving forward.
Absolutely. Somebody said in the chat, blessings on blessings, man, and that's what it's all about. And it's really cool, like you said, you was doing your business pitch at Tech Town, and to see people like seeing your vision, because in your head, like it makes the most sense, but like to make it like to be able to tell it to other people and they be able to see it, like you know, I could see like how that solidified it for you. Like I got something here, like I can make this happen for sure. All right, so now it's time for the fun part. It's time for Freestyle Friday. So what I'm asking you to do is you gotta give me a freestyle. I'm gonna put on a beat and you gotta go crazy. Can you think you can do
Let's
that?
go.
No, I'm glad you up for it, but I'm messing with you. You ain't got
Let's
to
go. Hey,
freestyle.
Black Friday, whatever we doing. Hey, tune in. Share it out. We doing battle
So,
in here. Let's go.
Hey, he was ready. I'm glad you were ready, bro. But so Freestyle Friday, I got a series of questions for you, no particular order. It's some this or that, some open ended, but just want to kind of help the people that's watching get a better understanding of who Fred is as a person. So the only rules that I got is just answer every question and answer honestly. That's it. Them the only two rules.
Let's go.
All right, bet. So, what was the last TV show or movie that you watched?
The Undoing on HBO.
What's that about?
I don't really know yet. I'm only in episode 1. I heard it was good though. Some woman, her husband might be crazy. So we see.
Okay, makes sense. What's the most random job you ever had?
Working at a call center at a bank, getting cussed out every day, 4 hours straight, 15-minute break, back on the phone, get cussed out about all types of stuff. Yeah, that was.
I'm laughing so hard because I definitely worked at a call center in high school, and that yeah, got cussed out for 4 or 5 days out of the
Yeah.
week, and then had to work 2 shifts on Saturday. So it was sad times, man. So I feel the call center pain. If you ever worked at a call center, I just want to
Right.
see, drop some phone emojis or something in the chat. Let me see who worked at the call center before. All right. So East Side or West Side?
East side for sure. Born and raised.
East Side. Okay. All right. Uh, what is all right? If you had to pick a profession, this the only job you can work. Would you be a firefighter or would you be a police officer?
I'll be a firefighter for sure. Obviously, I like fire. Clearly, fire.
Okay. Shout out to it. Are you a PlayStation man or Xbox man?
Xbox. If y'all selling them for 500, let me know. I'm only.
See, I knew I would like you. I knew I liked you. Shout out to the Xbox, all the Xbox players out there. If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what color would it be?
Red.
Ooh, okay. I like that. You gonna be seen everywhere you
There you
go.
go.
What would you say is your actually no, I'm gonna do this one. Finish the sentence. In high school, I was blank.
Known for having the newest Jordans.
Okay, so you was that
I was
guy.
that guy in high school.
You was that guy. I used to envy y'all because I'm like, dang, they got the new J's that came out Saturday and they wearing them on Monday. I used to be sick with my one pair of Air Force Ones I had.
It wasn't even me, man. It was my dad. Like, he was so into Jordans. I'd come home, he'd have them. Like, I didn't even ask for them. It was my dad. He was into it. Like, he didn't even want them for himself. He got the thrill of me having them, I believe. Like, he just bought them for me. That's definitely where it really came from.
Shout out to Pops, man, keeping you late.
For real.
You pull up to the Coney. What's your order?
6-piece wing dings. I need a Texas toast and a side of chili cheese fries, too.
Ooh, that's that put you to sleep meal.
That's how,
That's that put you to sleep meal.
yeah, I'm about to call that in.
Man, I wish I could have some right now. Uh, all right, so you just got kidnapped. The only way that they sending you back to the crib is if you spit bar for bar, word for word, no mistakes, a song. What song is that gonna be?
Probably be Biggie Juicy.
Oh, hey, you can't mess that one
Oh,
up.
yeah. I was earlier, like, y'all.
Because all you gotta do is catch the flow and
Y'all.
you good. All right, and then what is your favorite shoe of all time?
Jordan 13, and He Got Games. Perry had on in the movie. Ray Allen had on in that He Got Game movie. That's probably my favorite pair of all time, for sure.
And you got a pair at the crib?
I had a couple pair, but like I say, I wear and I ruin everything, bro. So when they come in here, they're mine. They're not going on the shelf. Hey, they'll come in here.
So I saw that's it for Freestyle Friday. You passed with flying colors. So shout out to you. Everybody drop some clapping emojis, drop some fire emojis in the chat for Fred. He passed Freestyle Fridays with flying colors. But I wanted to ask a follow-up question. What what's some of your favorite pairs that came through that you snatched up and was like, hey, these mine. Like, ain't nobody touching these. Like, what's some of your favorite pairs that you didn't get your hands on?
Jordan 8, Aqua 8s. I had that like a
Hmm.
that like my mom showed me not too long ago. So I definitely have every pair of Aqua 8s that ever dropped. So I just grabbed those from the store recently. Not going on the website. Um, man, of course, like Ultimate. I want a pair of Chicago ones though. Like just
Mm.
like the ones. Like I got to get a pair of those. That's like the grail for me. I never had a pair of those, so I gotta get it. I don't care. Like man, it's crazy how much they cost right now.
Is there any other pairs out there that you got your eye on? You like I gotta find these somehow, some
Right
way.
now, yeah, the Off-White fives, the most recent fire that's in drop, sell
Mm.
pair.
Mm.
Those haven't come through the store yet. So people been saying, yeah, I'm gonna bring a couple pair up there, but I just want to see those, and I haven't even seen them in person. So I'm just like, yo, man, like they haven't come in the store yet. So I gotta see those, man. It's just like the design, more the design, not the hype beast behind it. You know, it's like I want to see a pair because Virgil is crazy with it. So I gotta see a pair.
Right. I think probably my favorite pair of off whites is those UNC ones. That's probably my favorite pair of off white. And if I'm not mistaken, did y'all have something in the store at a certain point in time?
Seeing them in person, man. Even the box, how it opened up, oh, it's crazy. That was it. That carry. Woo,
Yeah, those are beautiful. You can that if I could not wear a pair, that might be that pair that I would not wear.
for sure.
So kind of going back to the business and everything that you got going on, like given like your location and where you are in the city, why do you feel like it's important to support black business?
I definitely feel like it's important to support black businesses so we can, keep the money and going back into the community. I feel like when you support black businesses as a business owner, it's our responsibility to really put that money back into the community. Like the community we're like immediately in, like for me, Livernois and the city in general, like our profits should really be going back into the city. And that's why I really wanted to be in Detroit. Like I didn't want to be Dearborn, nowhere else. Like it had to be Detroit for me because I really want people to see like the money's really going back into the city. I feel like there's never been enough businesses and corporations that do that, and they're all about to come now. So it has to be somebody setting that standard. Like, no, our money is going back into the city. So when you support the businesses, they can do that type of stuff, and I trust that the businesses will. So that's why I think it's really important because once again, every sale makes a big difference for real.
Absolutely. And can we get some 100s because he telling the truth. He telling the truth, and we need to make sure that we keeping that black dollar in the community, especially in Detroit, the blackest city in America. That's so important. And a follow up question to that is there kind of like a I don't know, like what's the sneaker community like in the city or around the city? Because I know it's a few different other shops that kind of like do what you do, like Bob's Classic Kicks or Burn Rubber, like shops like
Yeah.
that. So is there kind of like a sneaker community or like a sneaker support community, resale community? Like how was that?
Yeah, definitely. So like, there's like where I really met and connected with a lot of people and stuff like Michigan Sneaker Exchange. We can't do anything or stuff like that, but it definitely like it is a community. Everybody knows each other, you know what I mean? I saw like Clue here, doing the cleaning and everybody. It's like everybody know who each other is. So it's all love. It's not like, it's all different. I feel like everybody has their different way of doing things, and it's different brands, and that's just how I see it. So I'm sending people everywhere, I'm acknowledging the people there, we're the new guys on the block really at the end of the day. So I feel like definitely just showing love to all the different businesses out there. I see y'all, come through, show love. We definitely gonna support y'all too. And I'm looking forward to reaching out with more people, and just connecting because I mean this stuff's slowing us down right now, but definitely that's always been the goal is to tap in with everybody in the city, have them come to the store, we come in where you at, and just really connect for real. The goal is to build community, man, for real.
That's dope. And I noticed like, that community is it has a life of its own. I haven't like never like really like dove too deep into it because, I didn't want to be, sleeping outside because I spent all my money on sneakers. But definitely like I noticed that like that's definitely like a community and people will like help each other either like find shoes or, support each other and things like that. So that's really dope that exists for sure.
Mhm.
And what advice would you have for anybody who either is trying to get. I'll make it a two-part question. What advice would you have for someone who's trying to get into the sneaker game like you? Um, and then also in addition, on a more broader scale, um, what advice would you have for somebody who's just trying to start their own
First,
business?
first, if you're trying to get into the sneaker game, I would say the biggest thing is differentiation. Like, how are you different than people that's on the side of the road with the newest Yeezys? You know, like everybody, 15-year-old kids are coming in here with 30 pair of Mocha ones. You know, so it's like everybody has these sneakers nowadays. It's bots and all this stuff, so it's everywhere. So, all right, why are you different? Because it's a million Instagram pages selling sneakers. You know, like so. The biggest thing if you're trying to get into the sneaker game is like, how are you different? You might have heard that you could resell this pair of shoes for $400 and you're gonna just try it, but like, what's the difference? You know, they're gonna go somewhere else, or it's like, so just really be different. You know, like, and you know what you're getting into. It's a crazy game, so just be careful. We know what you're getting into. Don't get into it's a lot of fakes and stuff. So if you're really selling sneakers and stuff, just do your research because people do take it seriously and it's a lot of money into it. So you got to really know what you're getting into and don't just try to be a hype beast. Like I'm here. It's broader in business, for sure. Use your resources, man. Take advantage of all these programs in the city. Take advantage of me. Reach out to the page if you got questions. Like, take advantage of people who are doing things. Just reach out to that person. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. You don't know what somebody might help you with. So I feel like it's this big Black empowerment movement going on right now. Not that this ever died, but I feel it. Everybody's coming in like, man, your store is Black owned. I'm supporting it, and that's the dopest thing ever. So we just gotta, keep that going and share resources, share knowledge. Don't be a closed book to, our people. We got to be helpful and be open to each other. So I think we just got to keep that going as business owners. There are a lot of us already. People doing a lot of things in the city, man. You included, and not even just in the city, but we got to keep building each other up and feeding this information to each other so we all know at least what the opportunities are out here.
1,000%. And I just want to make a public service announcement. If your Jordan man is sitting on the bench, or if your Jordan man is doing a layup on your shoes, they are fake. It's fraudulent. Something ain't right. If your Jordan man is sitting on if he's sitting on the team bus, something is not right. Your shoes are fraudulent, and you need to get to Fahrenheit 313 so they can get you some real shit. I just had to let it be known. I had to get that off my chest because I done been got before. If your colorway has never come out, your shoes is fraudulent.
Somebody say, man, when them come out, you might want to like that. Hey. Okay.
Like, oh, these customs. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not custom at all. Somebody say if your Jordan man got braids, something ain't right.
Them check out. Educate them before you bring them up here. We won't have you out there like
get them checked out immediately. If your Jordan man doing push-ups, it's not right. It is not right. Oh man. Oh yeah. Don't get got. Message of the day is don't get got. Please don't get got.
So don't get got, man.
Please. If y'all got any questions for Fred, definitely drop them either in the chat or in the use the little questions feature. Definitely want to make sure we get all your questions answered and keep this party going. So we talked about the importance of, like, if people want to start their own business, you gave them some advice, and then also why is it important to support Black business. So what's that? What we looking at right now?
The hoodie, the winter collection coming soon. Trying different.
So are you doing? I saw a blue jacket somewhere. Is that a part of the winter collection too?
Yeah, man. We just trying it out. We got a whole bunch of apparel from somewhere, like a whole bunch of pile of like random colored hoodies and shirts and stuff like that. So we just gonna get different stuff with it, man. Like adding these, just inspired by like a fireman's jacket and how you on the back. You just got all types of different stuff. We really in here just playing around, trying different stuff, man. So winter collection coming soon. If y'all want to support for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, which is that next day, Cyber Monday. We're trying to have something for people to buy as gifts and stuff for the holidays so you can come spend some money. We know y'all want to. So that's what we're working on right now.
Perfect. Perfect. And I got a question for you from the got a question for you from the chat. How has larger companies like StockX impacted your business?
Honestly, StockX has been like a lot of people say like that's our competitor, you know, or that's your competitor. But honestly, like to me, StockX brought a lot of attention to Detroit for sneakers. You know, it's like him as
Hmm.
a supplier sometimes like it brought legitimacy in the sneaker culture to Detroit. It's StockX and they're here. You know what I mean? So for me, that brought a lot of eyes that probably wouldn't have been here if it weren't for them being here already. So for me, I don't see it as like a negative thing. I'm like, okay, they're here, you know, all right, let's get some shoes from them. If they got a good sale or, you know, let's look on there first. And then that's a stock market thing. So you can see the value of a sneaker right there. You know, that's what everybody does anyway. They come in here, look on the shelf, they'll see something for 200. They go to StockX, it's 325, and they'll be like, oh, all right. So it definitely is like, it helps more than anything for real.
Hmm. Absolutely. And then another one. Does your store provide I can't say it. Can you tell people
Yeah.
that they shoes real,
Agent
basically?
services, yeah. So we normally do that if we're like if we're taking your shoes in. We normally don't just do it for whatever. But I mean, if you really want us to, we like looking at sneakers. Sure, come in. But yeah, we definitely authenticate every pair that come in the door, and we appraise them as well. So when we come back out with your stuff, we know it's legit, and then we'll give you a price for it, cash, store credit.
Nice. And another one. What's your take on bots and do you have a bot?
Man, I was telling my wife the other day, like I hate bots, right? Like,
Man.
man, like I really do because like I'm the type that I really want this stuff to wear it, and I know that's why I can't get it because people got bots and they got 30 pair that they not even gonna sell. Like, or come on, man, I just want a pair of Mocha ones just for myself. Like, so I really hate bots, but in reality, it's the only way you can get a pair of shoes. And I'm like, I have a whole store. And I'm like, man, people got 30 pair with a bot. Do I need to get a bot? Like, I'm trying my hard not to go that way. I'm trying to find a real plug, like somebody that work at Nike or something. Like, come holler at me if y'all know somebody. Like, trying to go to the source, man. But like, bots are taking up everything. So it's a love hate relationship, man. Right now, honestly.
Bots are trash, man. Death to all bots.
Like, yeah, man. People and 15-year-old kids, like I said, come in here and talk about bots, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I need to do some more research on bots because is it is it not? Is that the only way to buy anything you ever want? Like, dang.
So let me ask you this. So you can like what is that process like? Like to get a bot? Like what does that even look like?
I heard there's like bots for 500, bots for 5,000. So I mean nowadays if you got the entry level $500 bot, you still probably not getting nothing because $5,000 bots for different sites, man. That's as far as I got into it so far. I'm hard off
Oh my God.
for real. I'm hard off those two.
I got somebody want to know what's the smallest shoe size you would take.
So really we look at everything. So a lot of people come in here like, do I take kids shoes? You know, like looking for, you know, a lot of moms come here, especially like I need some shoes. So we really take anything right now. We looking at it. If it's in good condition, we'll make an offer really. So we're trying to fit every market because as we've been open, we see what's and really it's all sizes, man. We got to have something in stock. So just bring it up here.
For sure. And I got a question for you, a personal question. So I'm put you on the spot a little bit. Let's say, because I know you was always laced in school. Let's say I'm in high school right now. I'm one of the bummiest kids in school. I ain't got no money. It's a struggle. How can I get my shoe game right, or how can I ball on the budget to make sure that that I ain't getting laughed at for not being laced.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you really only need, I'll say at Fahrenheit, man, you really only need $100 to get laced. You know what I mean? You can, because if you go
Okay.
anywhere else, you're gonna maybe spend an extra $100 than you would at Fahrenheit. That's why we're here is to fill that market. So like I said, we got fire red threes for like 125. We had them going for $100. So really, come here. I'm gonna keep saying it. Come here and get laced. Honestly, I mean, man, a lot of money other places because you think that's normal. And that's been me in the past. It happened to me before just because I wanted something. But I mean, really just come here and check us out, though, for real. Not to be anything else about it. Just come check us out. We might have something for you. We do $100 still some days because we know it's a market for that real quick. We're not trying to spend $500 right now. So it's a whole different market that we still got y'all, for sure.
Right, for sure. And I had another question for you. Let's see. What keeps you going? How do you stay motivated as a businessman, as a black businessman, especially during these times?
What keeps me going is that, like, it's a lot of support and people that really want to see the business succeed and see me succeed. And that's just been love, man. Like, it's just been unreal, all the support stuff. So the motivation is really people like just comment on the page or tuning in. It is like, that's dope because I want to succeed for people that's watching and motivating, and supporting. I want to succeed for everybody who's out there rooting for us, for real. And I want to show people how we got there. Not like, yeah, we here, we successful, we got the Detroit's hottest sneaker exchange, but it's like, no, you could do it too. Like, you can get your business just right here by doing this, and this. So that's really what it's about.
I love it. I love it, man. Keep the people going. Keep the big people motivated for sure. Let's see another one. What's your consignment model?
Yep. So on consignment, so you come in here, you got a lot of sneakers at your crib you don't wear, or they just sitting in your shelf, or even if they on StockX right now, you can bring them up here. We'll take them in the back. We'll appraise them. We'll authenticate them, and we'll come back out to you. And we set a consignment price together. So if you say, all right, I got a pair of Mocha 1, size 4. Let's do $350 for these. We'll set them on the shelf for $350. We take 10%. Soon as that shoe sells, you get the cash. We'll send you however you want to be paid. PayPal, Cash App. You can come pick up the cash. Soon as this Mocha 1 sells for $350, you take our $35 and you come pick up the rest, or however you want to get paid. You take 10%, and that's how it's been going for real.
And that's from my brother Floyd, the money man. So he probably definitely gonna pull up and take you up on that because he got the kicks.
People drop stuff off all the time, man. They come pick up their money almost the same day sometimes. Like, you got fire, bring it up here and it'll sell. People are on Livernois. They walking into the store all the time. We need a lot of smaller sizes right now. But yeah, bring it up here if you got fire for real. It'll sell.
You heard what the man said. He letting y'all know. And then also from Floyd, does your business take or sell B grades? I don't really. Could you tell me what B grades mean, and then let us know if you do sell them.
Yeah, B grade is like a factory flaw. Let's say that's the best way to put it, I guess, or like a model.
Oh, okay.
Like something wrong with it in a certain way. Not to say it's like not legitimate, but they call it B grade, where it's like something might be off with the model. At this time, we don't, because it's like we got to be 100% and to make sure everything's 100% because it's our reputation on the line as a business at the end of the day. So we really only want 100% right now because people out here watching. We got to make sure we're selling legit stuff. That's our number one, is make sure we are selling authentic sneakers.
Absolutely. Somebody said they're trying to bring their whole collection up there. So
shelves up here. We'll put more if we need to, for real. Keep it coming, man. We got, what sells. Y'all know what sells. If you, like I said, even if it's on StockX right now, you can bring. If it's selling on StockX first, come get it, pick it up, and go sell it. Like, you can do both at the same time. You can set them here. You can have them on Go, have them on StockX at the same time, and whichever one sell first, you get your money.
And do you do consignment is it only sneakers, or do you do consignment on other things? Like if somebody walked in there with, I don't know, like a designer, like a custom, I don't know, like some custom stuff that you can't really get nowhere else.
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, we were strict on sneakers at first, but people have been bringing, like, we got jerseys in here right now, like Grant Hill, authentic Michelin Ness jerseys. So we have we got some V-Lone tees in here. So it really depends on what it is. It's Fahrenheit, so if it's fire, we'll look at it. We'll take a look at it, and if it's fire, we might consign it. But it really depends on what it is. Don't get too crazy with it, like stuff that's fire. But I mean, I'm not turning down anything. Anything's opportunity. I'm curious. Like I said, I'll bring it up here. That's the worst that can happen. We'll see.
Yeah, and I definitely copped the jersey from him. So yeah, the jerseys is fire. I saw it. What'd you say?
It said jersey dresses. That's funny.
Oh, jersey dresses. Hey, them probably about to make a comeback. You might want to stock up on those. Cause when the world open back up, you never know. They might be ready. but I definitely I copped a stack house. I copped a stack house from Fahrenheit 313, and that boy was heat. So definitely, yeah, they got the heat. They got the heat in there for sure, and some stuff that like I ain't seen in a while, or things I be having my eye on, like them phones. Like I saw them phones, and I'm like, hey, I be, I'm like I said, I got a weakness for phones, so I got to chill. But um, so just in kind of tell us what's next. Tell us what's next for Fred. Tell us what's next for the business. Like, what do you have going on, or what do you have planned for the future?
Yeah, definitely. So enjoying the married life right now, definitely getting business back going. It's a lot of unknown, uncertainty in the world right now. So just trying to plan for actually what's next. What we want to do. One big thing is we want to partner with, or we're going to partner with Detroit Public Schools. We're going to release this membership program where, if you want these sneakers, you'll get access to them first. You'll get a text message or whatever you want, alerts when we get stuff in your size specifically for you. We're going to be donated to the DPS at the same time. So we want to roll that out and actually, keep money going back into the city. So just trying to find creative ways to keep the business going before we're thinking, because it may not look how it was, a year ago. It may not, I don't know if it will go back to that, so we're really trying to be like, what's next? Let's be on that edge. So just trying to brainstorm with the team and everybody and keep it, fresh and think for the future for real.
Absolutely, man. Like I said earlier, y'all doing an amazing job, man. So I love to see the progression, and then hear about the plan that you got moving forward, and then also tying it in with DPS, and being able to give back, and that's so important. And I know you've been giving back in different ways, like kind of over the years, because I know you used to do your fundraiser, softball, baseball
Mhm.
tournament.
Yes, sir.
So, so yeah, man, definitely keep that going. Keep that going, man. It's so important, and the young up and coming people need it. And like we talked about earlier, so many things going on in the city, but everybody is not reaping those benefits. So the more that we can do for our own, the better. So shout out to y'all, man. And before we get out of here, give everybody your socials, give them your website. Where can people reach you and find you if they want to talk to you more about shoes, want to buy something from you? Let them know.
Bet it up. So Fahrenheit 313, Detroit's hottest sneaker exchange. You can find us open Friday to Sunday until 6 p.m. We're on the Avenue of Fashion between 7 and 8 Mile. www.fahrenheit313.com. You can always go to the website. Everything that's back there is on the website. We ship 24/7, so you can always buy online if we're not open. Our Instagram is at Fahrenheit313 underscore. Facebook is just Fahrenheit313. And we gonna get to Twitter popping soon. Not really on there yet, but yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, I think Twitter would be dope for y'all too, because I'll be getting a lot of news and a lot of good info about like shoes and stuff from off Twitter. So I think Twitter would be a dope space for y'all for sure.
Taking that note for sure. And again, man, just thank you for doing this. Like for real, this is dope to have this and to highlight these businesses and stuff, man. Keep that going. That's a lot. That's like a lot of respect, you know what I mean, for you to be doing that and shed light on our people so we can support each other, because we need you to know what's out there. Like I said, keep that information going. So definitely appreciate being on here, man. And thanks for always supporting the business, supporting the brand. You've really been supporting, and those purchases really make a difference, like I said. So thank you for doing this.
Absolutely, man, and it's no problems, dog. You support good stuff and you support good people. So definitely appreciate you, bro. Much love to you and the wife. Appreciate you pulling up and being part of Black Fridays. And then also for everybody that watched, thank you for tuning in today. This has been dope. Told you it's going to be a great conversation. Once we get off this live, I want y'all to go to Fahrenheit 313 underscore. Go to the Instagram page, like some photos, share the page. Go spam the page, and then also go see what they got. Go see what they got available, and then purchase some stuff. Or like you said, pull up to the shop. Go see the store, and then or go get something from the store. There go the website right there in the chat. And this has been another wonderful Black Fridays. We coming back next week with a new guest, and definitely appreciate Fred pulling up once again. And I'll holler at you later on, brother. And you probably gonna see me in your inbox soon if I see something I like for sure.
All right, bet it up, bro. All right, y'all.
All right, man. Take it easy, everybody. Appreciate
All right,
y'all.
y'all.